Scattered downpours, some spots not quite as much, only a few hundredths of an inch of rain, depends on where you were, of course, but our temperatures upper 80s and our skies looking much brighter now compared to earlier. But our rain really did help temperatures, even though we hit highs in the lower 90s for a lot of spots. Temperatures came way down into the 70s for a long part of the afternoon with that rain around. You can see we're still wrapping up with a little bit of rain, but not in the city. It appears to be finished at this point for the metro area of New Orleans. So if you're heading out and about in that area, it should be all right. It looks like a little bit of rain out here over Pearl River County in Mississippi still wrapping up, but not as much for our north shore of Lake Pontchartrain spots. A kind of nice look to the sky. Temperatures have rebounded to about 88 degrees, and our feels like temperatures are a good bit above that. But look at this, almost no 90s. We have 90 at Bay St. Louis, Bogalusa at 91, but otherwise we're mostly in the upper 80s, and our feels like temperatures also not terrible in the 90s. Still a very humid kind of feel, but most of us feeling maybe not quite as bad as if we hadn't had the rain. Moving into this evening, we're not expecting a lot of reformation of showers and storms, but still a chance. This is by 10 p.m. a couple of coastal showers possible. We'll move through tomorrow morning. It looks mainly quiet aside from an isolated shower, and then as we move through the day, pretty decent amount of showers and storms yet again able to spring up as we continue in this pattern. 4 p.m. tomorrow, still some showers, a couple of downpours possible. Today the rain didn't really move very quickly anywhere, so that will be the case I think tomorrow as well. So don't be surprised by a pretty decent downpour of, again, maybe up to an inch or more depending on how heavy they're able to get and how long they stick around. This is by Monday night. We're looking quieter. Monday afternoon. This is 2 p.m. And then as we move through the day, you can see not quite as much rain around expected on Monday. So our rain chance will be a little bit lower. Tonight, eventually getting mostly clear. Our north and south shore of Lake Pontchartrain lows in the 70s. Tomorrow, I have a 50% chance for scattered rain. So just a big heads up for the especially lunchtime to early evening on your Sunday. High temperatures probably still touching lower 90s. Okay, back to the tropics. Our tropical depression has formed in the extreme southwestern Gulf. This is Tropical Depression 2, and I was pointing out earlier the winds are not high at all. However, Hurricane Hunter aircraft did go in there, investigate the system earlier this afternoon, and determined that there is that closed wind field of circulation. So that's what you need to get the tropical depression status. It does look like it might become a tropical storm. It would get the name Barry likely sometime tomorrow afternoon or late in the day before making landfall, maybe very early Monday or possibly late Sunday night here along the Mexican coastline. Tropical models in good agreement with this one, and we aren't looking for a lot of change as we look into the next couple of days. This, for example, is by tonight. Not a lot of strengthening, but this particular model does want to organize it some and bring it into that Mexico coastline south of southern Texas. Sea surface temperatures are certainly supportive of some strengthening, but we also have some shear to deal with, so we will see. Plus, not a lot of time over the water if it does indeed make landfall about maybe 28 hours or so from now. So we'll see what it's able to do. Our big global models both have it moving inland rather quickly tomorrow, so that would give it less time over the warm waters. Something else we're just kind of looking at heading into this week. This is not highlighted for development, but there will be an upper low over northern Florida. If surface low pressure is able to form and drift out over the waters, it might try to organize, but again, it's not highlighted right now, and it does look like we'll be dealing, instead of any sort of tropical or rainy kind of setup, probably next weekend with a big high pressure system. So I think that will be the big rain kind of determiner for this upcoming weekend. As for those names, we've made it through Andrea. That was that almost nothing swirl of some clouds out in the northern Atlantic several days ago, last week. And the next name is Barry. You can see that rain chance going down by Thursday and the 4th of July. Only a few spotty storms around, and the temperature likely ramping up. We'll be right back.